You can get all the way to your mastery camos in zombies in just one game, and it's actually a lot easier than you might think. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to do that, and if you follow along with these steps, then your camo grind is going to be just that much simpler. But some of these tactics aren't for the faint of heart, so listen up closely because you're gonna have to pay attention just a little bit. Not really, you can probably just watch this while playing zombies. Before the game starts and you're building your loadouts, what you want to do is make sure that you have on a suppressor. What suppressors do in Black Ops 6 Zombies is increase your salvage by a ton, and it's almost like double actually. Salvage is super important for the game because it helps you get ammo mods and upgrade the rarity of your gun, which gives your guns extreme amounts of base damage. So along the entire game, you're gonna want to be picking up the little green things that pop out of each of the zombies that you kill, because that's the salvage. Rounds 1 through 15 are the key to success in any zombies game. When you drop into the first round, what you want to do is come up to the top of this roof here where I am right now and put on the rampage inducer. Doing this makes the zombies run at you incredibly fast, just like you're in round 30. However, it doesn't add to their health or their damage, so you can just kill them like normal, get your headshots. It's also important that at any point in these games, you are strictly going for headshots, and that is at all times on every zombie except maybe an abomination. Now, every round, one thing that can get you ahead early game is to go over to this vending machine and crouch and melee it. Doing so will drop you a random assortment of loot, anything from essence to salvage to perks to even a ray gun. However, we aren't going to be using that because we're strictly going for camos here. However, it can help with your salvage. Another way to get ahead in the early rounds is to start this Easter egg right here on the second floor of this building. This gets you like 5 extra zombies headshots and in turn a bit of extra essence. Now, continue going through the rounds using the rampage inducer all the way until round 8. Now come round 8, what you want to do is go through this first door here. You need to unlock this anyways, so it's good to do. When you unlock this door, you can, if you want to, go over to the arsenal and grab yourself an ammo mod. However, do not waste your salvage on upgrading your weapon. Now turn to this window on your left and there's going to be an icon for bonus points. What you want to do is just shoot that once and it will spawn a bonus points. And before it runs out, grab it so that you can have the bonus points to kill all the zombies that you just trained. Now at the end of round 8, if you're doing everything to the T, you should have anywhere between 15,000 and 20,000 essence, which is the perfect amount to move on to the next part. In this video right here, I am also going for opal camos on my ARs. So what I'm going to do is while I'm opening up the doors, I'm going to grab the AK-47 off the wall. Now I have a zombies loadout built on my loadouts, so when I grab this off the wall, it's going to have all my attachments and it's going to be at green rarity already. But moving on, let's open up the remainder of the doors up to the pack-a-punch room, and at this point you can, if you wish and have the essence to, pack-a-punch your main loadout. However, still do not upgrade the rarity of your gun at the arsenal. Make sure to keep all your salvage until around round 10 or 11 when you have 2,500 salvage. If you're doing everything perfectly as we've gone through this game, you should be at about 2,500 at round 10. And at the beginning of round 10 is when we can do our first Easter, well, our second Easter egg, third. I guess, actually. Yeah, third. And this Easter egg involves throwing a grenade or a flashbang or something up at the helmet that's at the top of the church and triggering the zombies that rain down on you. When the zombies rain down on you, they drop a lot of essence, salvage, kill streaks, and most importantly, a blue rarity upgrade for your loadout. Now at this point is when you want to first equip that on your main loadout, and then when you have 2,500 salvage, go to the arsenal and then upgrade your main loadout to purple rarity. Essentially what that just did is saved us 1,500 salvage along the way and allowed us to get to purple even faster, and you can pretty much just chill at purple until like round 20. You're completely fine there. Now you may have saw that I picked up speed cola along the way. This is preference, however I do recommend getting it as early as possible as it's going to help you, especially when your loadout isn't at a higher rarity, so you have to reload a lot because you're not killing them all. It definitely helps out and is going to be the first perk that you are going to want to buy. Now the next perk that you're going to want to buy is going to be Juggernaut, and you're going to want to get a 3-plate armor satchel. You can do these in either order that you want. However, if you have the proper augments on Juggernaut, I recommend doing that first. Plus, it only sets you back like 3,000 essence anyways. After this, you could pretty much just go about in any order that you want, getting the remainder of your perks and the remainder of your upgrades up until the first mangler spawns, and I'll get to that in just a second. But another important thing that you might have seen me do throughout this game is destroying all of these ether crystals within the ether room. These drop salvage pretty consistently, as well as a lot of other things like primary and tactical grenades, as well as plates, and it can really boost your salvage numbers. numbers, and they respawn just about every round. I think like half of the ones that you destroy respawn in one round, and then the other half respawn the next round or something like that. But anytime that they're up, I highly recommend you destroy them and pick up the salvage. Now, when the first mangler spawns, and this is going to be part of the video that are strictly for the opal grinders, what I want you to do is kill the first mangler and then save and quit your game. Just right then and there as is. To save, you need to have full health. However, when you do this, relaunch your game immediately, and it will be the start of the round that you just started, and another mangler should spawn. I got pretty unlucky here and it kept forcing spider rounds on me. However, this should work for you, and you can only do it up until, at least in my testing, round 15 when the first abomination spawns. Now, when the first abomination spawns, it's a whole different story, because when you save and quit and start the round, the abomination saves its health for some reason. I think this was an update with one of the recent patches, and only the abomination will spawn in the round from then on instead of the manglers. So for 1 or 2 rounds, you can actually get double mangler kills by using this method, but I believe, again, at least in my testing, that this is only doable until round 15. And then just continue on through the rounds as you normally would, and if you get to around round 34-ish, you should be able to get not only 2,000 headshots if you do everything right and strictly go for the heads with like a 90% headshot ratio, I'd say, but you can also get about 15-ish special zombies kills for your secondary if you're trying to also grind for opal, and a ton of levels on your guns. For all the guns that I've gotten gold for while strictly just playing zombies and using that gun, I've gotten gold around level 25 without the double XP, of course, and I've done this all by using these tactics that I've just described within this video. Now, all this being said, make sure that when you drop into a game, make sure you're making note of what the 2 mastery camo challenges are, because some of them do differ between the guns, and if you know them going into the round, when you get your 2,000 headshots, you can then move on to those and get your gold within that game too. All in all, this really should speed up your camo grinds. Each one should be about an hour and a half to 2 hours for a gold camo, and then however long it takes to get your 30 special zombie kills. With all that being said, I hope you guys learned something from this video, and if you did or didn't and just enjoyed the video, please be sure to subscribe to the channel. I'd really appreciate it, and let me know if I missed anything as well, because I'm curious to know if you know something that I don't. But with that, thanks, and I'll see you in the next one.